up, suckers? Well, it's been a long 4 months. Has it been 4 months since WoW started? And I am only now just getting to 60. I'm at 59. I've got 2 bars to go. And I was hoping that you would join me on the end of this ride. Let me paste my stream into my Discord server. And we will attempt to end this. This must be ended. It's been a long time coming. And meanwhile, while we're dinging 60, I will try to answer some of the burning questions about the expansion before the Burning Crusade. Please join me on my chat channel on the YouTube stream. Do not ask me questions in Discord. Because I ain't answering. Oh, I'm like trying new stuff. So one of the things I've been doing here as I've been circling the runway to land is trying some new add-ons. Where am I? What am I doing? I have to decide. I've got 2 bars left. 1 bar rested. Hey. I have 1 rested bar. And where am I going to ding this bitch? How about we go hard mode and I jump into Elbers. I only spent 3 pulls in Elbers when I hit level 56 before I decided, actually I think it was 55. No, this is too hard. This will not be a good way. What's up, Daniel West? Hey, thanks for joining my stream. My lonely stream, where I have to think of questions to ask myself. Because I just don't have enough people to ask me questions. So, question number 1. Is getting to level 60 hard? Yes, it's hard, alright? It's not like any leveling you've done in any other game. Getting to level 60 is grindy in Classic WoW. It seems to take forever. Now, I don't play very often, all right? So full disclosure, I'm not playing 6 to 12 hours a day. That's a pretty big range. 6 to 12. Still, either of those is inappropriate. Neither of those is appropriate, video gamer. And I usually get in 2 to 3 hours a few times a week. So that put me at 25 days played here, 2 bars from 60. A lot of that 25 days played was coding and waste. But not as much as you would think. My most efficiently leveled character, which is the Warlock. What the hell are those clip-clops? I have never heard that before. 17 days played. So really, the number you should use is the number of my Warlock, which did not suffer a lot of coding and basically, tricks to stay logged in when I was on Fairbanks, where, you would just jump or move with a mouse clicker to stay logged in so that you could actually play the game later. So some of my days played suffers from that. Some of it just walking away from the computer and letting it time out. It takes an hour or two to log out. Like you can see, I've time played this level is 12 hours. I know I have not played 12 solid hours this level. And you know, another part of it is trade skills. I mean, trade skills take a while to. What's up, Papa Smurf? What server do I reside on? I'm on Arcanite Reaper. I'm on the Reaper, bro. You heard of it? You probably don't even lift, bro. Yeah, I'm on a very low pop server. Oops, I jumped down to BRD out of habit. So guess where we're going to level? That was completely out of habit, and I was jabberjawing too much, and so guess what? The actual ding to 60 is going to be happening in the oh so familiar BRD. BRD. Not as familiar as Strat, which, I mean, I ran some last night and it was hard. Every pull was hard. Every skeleton pull was hard. I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know what the future brings for me. If Strat's going to be that hard and I have to just get gear and level up my macro game and level up my strategy game until I can run Strat better than that, that's asking a lot. That's a Strat quest, by the way. That's asking a lot. Is that a Strat quest? No. No, that's really a Shalomance quest. By the way, I pronounce Shalomance. Shalomance. Deal with it! That's what you're going to get here. No apologies. I can't even imagine what the Germans pronounce it. It's probably Shalomance. More like Shalomance. Germans. They're fun. All right. So is getting to 60 hard? Yes, getting to 60 is freaking hard as hell. I mean, think about a grown man like me playing a cartoon game. Oh my gosh, that's too loud. Playing a cartoon game for 25 days played. It's hard to swallow. It is hard to swallow. Well, let's go open the city. What am I doing, man? I don't even remember how to do this shit. What are you talking about? Is Classic WoW any good? Thank you. Thank you for that question. I really do appreciate that. After 59 levels and almost 60. By the way, some of my guys are a few bars off 60, so this is going to be a long stream. After 59 levels, is Classic WoW any good? The amazing answer is I have no fucking clue. I do not know. I forced myself to do this. I would have done it no matter what, even if it was shit. But I'm not sure if it's any good. I think I'm going to find out soon, maybe? But at this point, I'm not, even after 25, how many hours is that? How many hours is 25 times 24? That's like 700 hours. Even after 700 hours played, I really don't know if this game's any good. And by Classic WoW, I mean the actual Classic WoW as opposed to Vanilla WoW. Vanilla WoW was magical. Still is. What is clicking? What is this shit going on? Is that my monitor? Let me turn my volume all the way down. There we go. It ain't gonna click at me anymore. So, jury's out. Still, the jury is out. Is it good? It's good for 400 hours or 700 hours. It's good for that, I guess. I mean, was I having fun most of this time getting to 60? No. What was fun while getting to 60? PvP. Period. I mean, that was the only. All right, I may be going overboard there, but PvP was by far the greatest fun that I had getting up to 60. Now, would PvP have been as fun if I was constantly getting ganked by, people who are much higher than me, and making it just an absolute drudge to get into a dungeon or to finish quests out in the world? Probably not. I'm going to say maybe not. Maybe, because nobody is bad at PvP for long. If you're on a PvP server, you will get good. You will get workable at PvP. All right, you'll learn. They'll learn you up, and you'll be okay. All right. You may not like it. You still may not like it in the end because you lose more than you win, but you'll win. You'll definitely win. And when you win, it's going to be magical. What is the most efficient 5-man party class combo that includes tank and healer? All right. I love this question. I knew somebody was going to ask it on the stream, so I didn't write it down, because this is absolutely, for multi-boxers, the most common question you're going to get. What party or what comp should I be? And here's the answer. I have some solid answers for that. I don't have a solid answer on is classic any good, but I do have solid answers for what comp should I run if I have a healer and a tank. First of all, I like that question. I've never heard it put quite that way, so good on you, Randy. That's the kind of question I like to hear, because it has a good premise, and the premise is tank and healer. I can actually roll a tank and a healer in WoW now, in multiboxing now, because of advances in multiboxing techniques, multiboxing strategies, multiboxing software. Because, let's face it, a 5-minute multiboxing, which is the add-on that I write that you can use for free in Classic WoW and multibox in 5 minutes. Am I out of mana? Well, heal better, damn it. You're not out of mana. You might notice I'm able to run through BRD at level 59 without paying much attention. And one of the main reasons is because I have a Warlock. Why does that matter, Fury Swipes? Because the Warlock puts, when I hit my single target button, the Warlock puts Curse of Recklessness on everybody I attack. And if he puts Curse of Recklessness on anybody I attack, they will not run away and pull more mobs. This is the single most important multi-boxing tip I can give you. And that is, have a Warlock in your party. Period. Don't argue with me. Don't say, oh, well, I don't mind traveling. Oh, well, Curse of Recklessness is overrated. Oh, I can hamstring. Shut up. You're wrong. You need a Warlock in your group. It helps so much with the annoyances of Classic WoW. What are the annoyances of Classic WoW? There are two main ones. Number one, travel time. It's serious, bro. Travel time. That is a major annoyance with Classic WoW. It is solved by every other game on the planet, but Blizzard decided, our game is so good, we want you to spend most of your time actually moving between areas. And I hate them for it. I still do. I think travel time is the biggest boondoggle, and I've thought it since day one. I bought Blizzard before Christmas in 2004. It had already been out a month or two. So I was months behind already. I'm specialized in being months behind, brothers and sister, because 1% of my audience, 0.1% of my audience is actually female. So, welcome, girls. Anyway, travel time is horrible. It's just horrible. And the only thing that mitigates it are two classes: Mage and Warlock. And if you think that you're going to roll through a dungeon like BRD and not have to repair quite often, you're wrong. You are going to have to repair a lot. And not only are you going to have to repair, you're going to have travel time when you do those repairs, unless you have what? A Warlock. That's right. So, to continue the answer to Randy's excellent question, what should my party be? 5 shaman. For sure. 5 shaman, bro. Chain lightning, chain heal. Chain lightning, chain heal, man. There's only one choice. 5 shaman. Don't do 5 shaman. Please don't do 5 shaman. Oh my goodness. That's how we all started. By the way, when you see multiboxers in classic WoW, it's almost always somebody doing naive multiboxing. And what is naive multiboxing? Naive multiboxing is rolling 5 of one class. They don't know any better. They don't know that you don't need to do that anymore. They don't know that you just, run around with 5 warlocks and, if somebody dies, okay, I hope I got a soul stone on them, or run around with 5 shaman and, hope that your tank, quote unquote, shaman can survive. They don't know any of that. So that's naive multiboxing. You don't need to do it that way anymore. So we've covered 2 of the slots of your team. The other 3 slots are up to you. If you really want to overpower the game, you'll fill the other slots with a priest and a mage. So you have 2 mages, a priest, and a warlock. That's AoE madness. They all do an amazing AoE. It will absolutely fry mobs completely. But of course you want a tank. So what kind of tank do you want? It depends on your playstyle. Your tank definitely depends on your playstyle. You might not like druids, all right? Of course, druid is my go-to answer because I'm a druid. I have been a druid since almost day 1 of WoW. I started out WoW as a shaman, but very soon after that, I switched to druid pretty much permanently. Just because of what? Just because of the flexibility. The flexibility of having a class that could heal, that could tank, that could gank. I mean, don't underestimate ganking. It's fun. Walking up behind somebody as stealth and rocking their world, that is hilarious. So for sure, the druid was for me. I really liked the complexity of the class. How hard it was to play. I decided, I'm going to learn something. I'm really going to learn something. So I decided to learn druid and, really, really get good at my class. And it was, there was a long learning curve. There really was. So don't think that you can roll into druid. You can roll into druid and just be a brain dead tank. That works. You don't need to do anything but swipe and maul and ignore the rest of the druid mechanics. You don't even have to learn your druid mechanics. I mean, let's face it. You can just swipe them all, but you will learn the druid mechanics if you become a druid, and you'll love them. You will absolutely adore them. But alternatively, there is Prot Pally. Don't be a Prot Pally. I mean, you could. I think Prot Pally works well with the group I just described, the AoE group, the mage, warlock, priest. It's not an endgame tank. It's not a great endgame tank because it doesn't have taunt. What do you mean, Furious Wives? What do you mean? Prot Pally doesn't have taunt? No, Prot Pally doesn't have taunt. It's one of the weird idiosyncrasies of original classic WoW that made it stand out. So Antonin Aubrey says, classic WoW is good, just population size I don't like. Go to low pop server, IMO. Yeah, so let's talk about that, because I've done both. I've done the high pop server where I had a queue every day. Not queues as Europeans understand queues, because the Euro server queues, even from the beginning, were absolutely beyond absurd. And I don't even know how you guys continued in what you were doing. I really don't. The Euro server queues were absurd. But the American queues, they were also pretty intolerable. Intolerable enough that I did finally get fed up and left Fairbanks, one of the highest population servers in the game, for Arcanite Reaper, one of the lowest population servers in the game. And since I've been on Arcanite Reaper, I can tell you one thing. Don't pick the lowest population server in the game. It's not that fun. It's not as fun as having a server with active raiding guilds. Even if you're not in those guilds. Active raiding guilds, lots of people on the auction house, lots of turnover on that. Not Fairbanks level turnover. Not what's a European server? You people help me out. Not Firemaw level population where righteous orbs sell for like 10 gold. Righteous orbs selling for 10 gold. It's so frustrating because when you're a multi-boxer, a lot of the time you are going to be on your own. And you want it that way, right? You want to be on your own. So that means you're going to be responsible for farming things to sell. And if you can farm things to sell that are impressive, like righteous orbs, which, by the way, I haven't proven I'm able to do. Of course, I'm only level 59. That's all. But if you can farm things to sell like righteous orbs, you should be fine, right? In theory. However, if they sell for 10 gold on your server, I mean, that totally queers the deal. That completely screws everything up as a multi-boxer. So multi-boxers want to walk that fine line between no population and some population. What, are you ever going to swing, Mutalia? Oh my god. Oh, geez. All right, well, this is a wipe. I have no idea how I was tab targeting around. That's the worst thing you can do in BRD. Oh, let's go back to... Oh, we're on Frost. Oh, this is looking possible. Mission possible, not probable. Who am I on? Mission definitely not possible and not probable. All right, just follows Fury advice. Go to a high pop server. Yeah, I wouldn't go to the highest pop servers though, because I would try to find that middle ground, and do attend to make sure you do pay attention to PvP balance. You're really not going to like it if your server is... you might like it if your server is all the other side. I have actually spent a lot of time in live WoW on completely imbalanced servers where my side was minority. And I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I want to be the minority. It's a target-rich environment. All I did every day was go out and kill people because it was all freaking Alliance on my server, and I was Horde, and I really liked it. But I would never ever have liked it if it was all Horde. Now, if you're of a PvE bent and want and relish the possibility of maybe being a PvPer in the future, then you might not be so unhappy with a server that is all your faction, because you can level without being hassled by anybody. But then, you know, in the end, you are able to... Why am I going over this track? What am I doing? In the end, you're able to PvP, if you want, against the rare PvPer, which, by the way, when the server imbalance is far in excess of your team, anybody you meet on the other team is gonna fucking know how to PvP. They're gonna be really good. So watch out. That's all I got to say. Watch out when you go to gank somebody on your massively overbalanced your team PvP server. So, what class should I play? For those single boxers who might be watching this stream, your question might be, okay, Fury Swipes, well, I'm going to get on Classic WoW, and what class should I play? What class should I play? I mean, it's a legitimate question. I'm not going to laugh at you for very long for asking that question. It's a legit question. Maybe you've never played WoW. And you know what? This answer's going out to those people who've never played WoW. Ever. And you've decided, I'm going to go old school and start with Classic WoW. What class should I play? And by the way, if you're on the YouTube stream and you're on here live, do please chime in with answers to that question. Because there's no one right answer. Ooh, I hate that answer. Fury Swipes, I didn't expect that answer from you. I don't come here for milk toast, mealy mouth answers that I could get off of the marketing site in WoW. All right, well, I will tell you what class you should play based on what kind of person you are. What kind of person you are, all right? So, if you are the kind of person who likes it easy, wants to believe that they're really good at their class because they have an absurd advantage over everybody, but doesn't mind rationalizing that, be a rogue or a paladin. The most overpowered PvP classes in vanilla WoW, in classic WoW, are still rogue and paladin. All right, rogue has the benefit of stealth. Paladin has the benefit of 2 bubbles and a lay on hands, and reckoning. And if you want it, you know, easy, but you're okay with justifying the fact that you're playing the most overpowered class in the game, yeah, go rogue or paladin. Now, if you do go, here's fair warning, I'm talking from a PvP perspective. If you do go paladin, you're going to be a healer in raid, and it's not going to be that fun for you. Nobody wants fucking Ret Pally in Classic WoW. So let me just square that away for you right now. All right? And prot pallies they do have a role. You might get lucky and get a role as an off tank as a prot pally. That's a lot of fun. I think prot pallies I really do love prot pallies, but really my love for prot pallies is really based more in later expansions. I think prot pallies without the taunt in Classic WoW it's hard mode. It's definitely hard mode tanking. All right, that's not, and I respect prot pallies 100%. I think prot pallies who are famous, who tank well, who are respected, that's not like killing people with a rogue, believe me. That takes real knowledge of your class and real situational awareness in combat. So props to prot pallies. I give Alliance a hard time a lot, calling them the alternative lifestyle faction and all that, but I have respect where it's due, and I don't respect PvP pallies because pallies were completely overbalanced for PvP, especially all forms of PvP. I was going to say, especially multi versus one or one versus one. Basically, all forms of PvP. Paladins are ridiculous. So I don't respect them in PvP. They just have too many tools to beat everybody and the village that they're fighting in, and I'm not loving that. But someday I'm going to be one. All right, Kalo. Is this Kaloyan? Kaloyan? Is that you? Warlock is OP and going to get more OP with phases. I don't know how mages will scale, though. 5x ice mages. All right, Randy. All right, hold up, buddy. You should play what you enjoy. That's a good answer. Hunter, 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 Hunter. Of course, says Daniel West, who plays Hunter, 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 Hunter. And I don't blame him. That's what he plays. So of course he's gonna love it. I love hunters. Now let's get back to the what type of person are you? If you are a kind of a solo, a lone wolf type of person who likes to do things by themselves but doesn't want a multi-box, I really do think hunter is for you. I think you should consider hunter as your class because you always have someone with you. You always have a friend. Can you guess who that friend is? You'll always have a friend with you as a hunter. And, friends are good, right? So, yeah, I really do suggest hunter for people who are solo. Hunter is a hard class to play. It is one of the classes I consider hard to play. So be aware of what you're getting into when you jump on hunter, because it might not be as easy as it appears on the surface. Mostly because it has tons of buttons. My gosh, the hunter ability list is just absurd. So I like it. I love, my heart is with hunters. My funnest times in all of WoW were times with hunters. So I would say I'm okay. Some of my funnest. It's hard to get absolute and pin things down to, that was the funnest time. But certainly when I think of my WoW career, my mind immediately jumps to my hunter experiences. It really does. Hunters, I just don't know how good they are in Classic because I haven't leveled a hunter to 60. As you can see, what I'm leveling to 60 is a warlock, druid, warrior, shaman, mage. That's what you're getting, and that's what I'm doing. So, all right, let's Let's have everybody loot this garbage. Another axe drops. Whoever. Somebody loot it. Are we 60 yet? We are close to 60. All right. I haven't been really watching our leveling, so you guys got to watch it for me. Kind of help me here. No, I'll know. Oh my gosh. 295 levels. And I think I'm going to miss somebody leveling. 295 levels I've seen. And I think I'm going to miss somebody leveling. This is how stupid I am. All right, we're going to switch the mage to frostbolts. All right, so let's continue. If you're the type of person who likes to support and likes to kind of follow the crowd, be a healer. Be a healer. I mean, healer support is awesome. It's more challenging in Classic WoW than it was in Vanilla WoW. In Vanilla WoW, you could download an add-on and just hit a button, and your heals would go out. And, of course, you wouldn't be the best healer if you did that, by the way. The best healers did not use Quick Heal. The best healers called their own heals and were amazing beyond belief. Okay? Add-ons, this is what pisses me off about Blizzard getting rid of the add-on system, getting rid of the API system. The API system did not guarantee you being number one. Number one would always be somebody who knew how to play their class. Always. Not somebody who's using a specific add-on. And if you're just caring about, you know, letting the API screw up who number one was, Blizzard, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, because number one was never people who were writing clever Lua code. It was always people who knew their class, because there's nothing Lua can do for you that you can't do for yourself by just being situationally aware. Especially when playing only one tune. Especially when playing only one tune. So, yeah, I've got a bit of an axe to grind there, because this Classic WoW, this brings me to my what is different about Classic from the original vanilla experience? Well, the main thing is the convenience of the API is gone. In Vanilla WoW, kids, any of you kids who never played Vanilla WoW, which you can still play, by the way, on pirate servers all around the world for free, the Vanilla WoW gave you this incredible ability to decide what to do in any situation just by writing some short macros. Like, if my rage is above 35, then cleave, all right? Or then whirlwind, whatever. If my rage is below 35, don't do anything till it gets to 35. All right, you could say that shit in your macro. And it was awesome. I mean, it would turn the game into a game of playing piano, pressing all these buttons, knowing which button to press, to being able to press one button and knowing that your guy is going to do the things you want him to do. There's nothing wrong with that. Did we not want to create coders? Did we not want to create programmers, kids? But no. Nope, Blizzard said, nope, we want smart players, not smart buttons. How about both? How about both? Smart players and smart buttons. Oh man, I'm turning this into a big long rant going into 60. So, smart players and smart buttons, damn it. All right, I'm hitting my 5 button. This is springing Hellfire and Arcane Explosions. And I'm healing my Warlock 100%. Now, it's not a done deal anymore that the Warlock pulls in the 5 button in the AoE. Do I have somebody who didn't make it down here? Oh my gosh. Whoa! Whoa! They called the... No! First of all, I had somebody who didn't make it down here. My mage didn't make it down here. So, I think this might be a run back. Unless I have reincarnation. There was yet more run back. One more run back to be had before I hit level 60. Big surprise. By the way, let's see. Shadow Priest is good for PvP. Yeah, Shadow Priest is an amazing class in Classic WoW and Vanilla WoW. And if you're the type of person who wants a weird sort of subtlety to their character and an amazing sort of invulnerability, Shadow Priest might be the class for you. Everybody's scared of you one-on-one, and everybody has to look at you with a very careful eye when they're sizing you up. So Shadow Priest is fantastic. You may have a role in raid. There are maybe one Shadow Priest per raid at the most. So you could have a role in DPS in raid, but in all likelihood, if you're a priest, you're gonna be assigned a healer role. So just be aware of that. Maybe you don't like to raid like me. I'm not going to run raids with people. I'm not going to have a raid assignment, quote unquote. If I run raids, it'll be like, hey, can I pay you 5,000 gold and my 5 guys come and they just roll honestly in the raid? And that's going to be my type of raiding, you know. No chance of me getting kicked because I paid the guy. So... So Kaloyan says, I began with Shadow Priest and loved it. And too bad Blizz didn't see it our way on that. Yeah, on the API. Yet even Warlock think twice before. Yes, everybody thinks twice before. Here's the thing. If the Shadow Priest has shitty gear, you're probably going to be okay. But if the Shadow Priest has even pre-raid best in slot gear, it might be a long day for you, bro. And you need to think twice before rolling against a Shadow Priest. I mean, warriors, maybe warriors are okay. But anybody other than a warrior better better think twice before engaging a Shadow Priest. They better know a little bit about the situation. Otherwise, they're going to be embarrassed. Even warriors who are bad will get stomped by Shadow Priests. So if you're just running a warrior but you don't know how to reserve your skills to cure fear and shit like that, you're going to get killed. So keep that in mind. There is many classes and they excel at something which is niche for vanilla. Is that totally true, though? Is that totally true? Does every class excel at something? Paladins excel at raid healing and party healing. This is true. Rogues excel at single target DPS. This is also true. Warriors excel at DPS and tanking. Yes, both single and multi DPS. That's true. Druids excel at tanking and make very good raid healers, actually. And are good flag carriers in Warsong Gulch. The best flag carriers, not good flag carriers, but the very best flag carriers. Warlocks are great at PvP, especially 1v1 PvP. They are among the best. And can hold their own in raid. I don't know if they're top DPS. A warlock can be top DPS in raid. I've seen it happen over and over again. But that's only because somebody else didn't take that slot. All right. I think any other top DPS class like Fury Warrior or Mage can take the top DPS slot if they're good enough. But if they're not there, the Warlock can take top DPS, and you know that can be very satisfying. Being top DPS in raid. Okay, let's make sure that everybody gets down here. Oh crap! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Another run back. All right, I haven't seen that happen. I haven't seen the corner jump pull, and I'm 59 now. That's not fair. I have less than a bar to go, and that's 2 wipes. This is, you know, this is the perfect microcosm of classic WoW. All right, so we're gonna level in. We're gonna hit our level 60 in the easy side of BRD. I don't know where I was going. Why am I going to the Grim Guzzler? Why am I going to the Seven Dwarves and Flame Lash and all that? I mean, I can do those, and actually, that's pretty nice. I think I'm going to actually go back there. There's no reason I should have died there. Use the darn banish. I'm too demoralized. When I accidentally pull, I'm too demoralized. I haven't even buffed up yet. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to save this. Forget it. I'm not banishing. I don't need to banish anymore, by the way. In double fire guard pulls, no banish needed anymore. As long as I'm not surprised. They're causing fury with those swipes. In late game, it's only rogues, warriors, and the mage with all the ignites that beats the warlocks. Yeah, pretty much. And are you seeing rogues above mages and warlocks, though? Because that's kind of surprising. That's cool that rogues can be that good. All right, let's finish off our classes. Shaman. Guys, I hate to say it, but that is one class that is not actually good at anything. It is not. It does not have a role. It's not the best at anything. They make okay raid healers, and they bring a lot of utility to the raid. They make okay PvPers, and you can beat most classes with a shaman. If you're really, really good at your class and you really practice every single class, you can actually beat every class with a shaman, but not easily. You know, it's a struggle, and you know, they can't tank. No matter, it doesn't matter that they can carry a shield. They can't tank. Shamans will never be tanks. You're not going to make that happen, and they're just not very good. And I say this as a guy who loves shaman, loves the flexibility of shaman, played a shaman to begin his World of Warcraft career, and you know, I've got a real soft spot for shaman. They bring the Wind Fury. Everybody loves the Wind Fury. The Wind Fury, you know, is fun for them in PvP, but they are, I mean, anybody who's relying on Wind Fury as a shaman in PvP, you're pretty soft, bro. You're pretty soft. You're gonna go down. Yes, you may get your lucky PvP victory from a good PvP proc, but it's RNG, bro. It's not your skill. That's just RNG. And yes, you're gonna win your share from RNG. And good for you. But shaman are not really good at, they don't really excel at anything. And except utility. If you want to call that excelling at something, they excel at utility. They have so much damn utility. You can fit so much damn utility in this bad boy. Patting the shaman. They're the class to counter ally pallies. No, they're not. They're not. Any pally will absolutely annihilate any shaman. Skills being equal. There's no fucking way a shaman is going to beat a pally in a duel if their skills are equal and their equipment is equal. It's just not going to happen. So, shaman are weak. All right? But they're strong in satisfying ways. Who doesn't like Wind Fury procs? I mean, nobody doesn't like Wind Fury procs. They're hilarious. Who doesn't like being able to Hearthstone every 15 minutes? I don't use that in multiboxing, of course, because I've got a Warlock and a Mage, and you should too. Who doesn't like being able to res when they wipe? Nobody. We all love that. So, oh my gosh. Don't spam the buff key, F9. Don't go, bah! No, that's not how F9 works. You hit it and wait. Hit it and wait. Okay, let's put our soul stone on our guy. Hey, it said I had a soul stone. You have too many. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Let's see if we can survive this pull. I'm surviving. Now, I made a lot of... Okay, so I have a horrible confession to make. In all the time, 25 days of leveling, I have spent so little time actually optimizing my rotation that I'm embarrassed about it. And I really, the rotations you get from me in 5-minute multiboxing are embarrassingly bad. You will do better in just 5 minutes of running your guy and figuring out what to do. Oop, I'm on frost, so let me switch over to fire. Now, over the last 24 hours, I have been looking at it. I've been looking at this situation. I've been looking carefully at this situation, and I have upped my game considerably in just a few hours play. As soon as I actually start looking at this shit, I'm going to get good at it. But I'm speaking primarily about my warrior and my druid. My druid's multi-game, where we have multiple targets, and my warrior's multi-game. I haven't been doing it right. Frankly, I will admit, I've not cared. If I can kill things, that was good enough for me. So that's what I've been doing. But guys, there's so much left. There's so much more left on the table than what I brought to the game. And we need to actually start looking at this shit and putting together a GSC rotation that is second to none. That is 99% of a solo player picking his skills. And we can do that. But we do have to look at it with a scientific eye, which I honestly have not been doing. I was thinking I was doing okay, but once I downloaded mixed scrolling battle text and actually looked at what I was doing during every fight, I was just like, fuck. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is a joke. This is so bad that I can barely look myself in the mirror. So the good news is there's a lot of headroom available to go up and, you know, go nuts. And the multi-boxers who are not me, the multi-boxers on my Discord who are actually working day after day, grinding day after day, doing shit at level 60 and have been at level 60 for months, they are way ahead of me in figuring this shit out and figuring out rotations and stuff. So you may look to them. I'm thinking WZZ from France and Che from Germany. Very good multi-boxers who have things wired. Those guys might be good guys to talk to when setting up your teams and deciding on your rotations. So, but I mean, nothing beats gathering information. And so you need to go get the add-ons that allow you to know what's going on, like mixed scrolling battle text. I mean, nothing opened my eyes like Mix did. Seeing what was going by and realizing, well, shit, I'm absolutely wasting my time here. I'm doing everything wrong. And I'm not doing anything like I would be doing if I were playing solo. So make sure you download the add-ons that give you the information you need. Because that's how you get good. That's how you get good, bruh. Get good. Fury, even if one out of all classes doesn't fit the bill, it's still a win for Classic. Look, you guys know I do like Shaman. I do talk them up. Let's just call Shaman a jack of all trades. All right? They're a jack of all trades. Every spec, by the way, of Shaman is fun. Every spec is fun. Enhancement is fun for PvP. Hilarious fun. I would probably rather play Enhancement in PvP than any other spec, just because of the hilarious lottery nature of the hits. It's just getting a bunch of enhancement gear together. It's kind of hard because you have to do it as enhancement most of the time because you're too cheap to respec and stuff like that. And people don't want enhancement even in their dungeon runs. They don't want enhancement. And fuck no, man. If you're enhancement in a dungeon run, people are gonna throw shade at you. For sure. So watch out for that and be ready for that. But enhancement can be very fun. Elemental Shaman, nobody bursts better than Elemental Shaman. Sorry. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a Palm Pyro Mage. I don't care if you're, the greatest rogue in the game. Nobody bursts harder than an Elemental Shaman with the right gear and Nature Swiftness. I mean, it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous how hard they can burst. Of course, they run out of mana super, super fast. So if you can survive that initial burst, you can probably beat an Elemental Shaman. But surviving that initial burst is the challenge. So do try. Oh, let's go to Frostbolts. Oops. So I like my 3-key much more now I've been studying the multi-rotation with cleave and swipe and all that quite a bit more. And I'm into it. So probably going to maintain that. You are too far away. I'm going to move people up a little bit. It's okay to move people manually. We call that microing. It's okay to micro your guys if you screw up and set up your guys too far away. Oh man, we have a lowly level 50 Anvil Rage guardsman trying to pretend he's doing damage to us. That was funny. Classic has good class fantasy. I'm glad you chose to multibox Classic. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. I'm glad I chose to multibox Classic. Let's put a pin in this. If the question is Classic worth it? I bought 6-month subscriptions for 5 accounts. The 6-month subscriptions are $12.99 a month. That's $13 a month, and $13 a month times 5 is $65 for the entire 6-month period. And it also happens to be $65 a month, which is how much I'm paying. And 65 times 5 is $325 for 6 months for 5 people. Now, when you think about your dollar value for entertainment, if you really think about what you're getting for your entertainment dollar value, $325 for 6 months of solid entertainment is actually not a bad price to pay. If you think about it in terms of monthly cost, $65 for 1 month of entertainment is not, in this day and age, that is not a lot to pay. Oh, please don't send the bats. I'm going to be so embarrassed if they send the bats. Oh, spiders. Okay, if they do send spiders, bring your group up and take your guy off Frost. Get them all on you and just hit 5. Hit 5 and F5 to heal your Warlock, or whatever function key your Warlock's assigned to. Just hit those keys together. It's like playing the piano. We're playing a chord, bro. I'm playing a sweet chord. That was a sweet chord I was playing right there, man. That was a 1200 DPS chord I was playing for my mage. But only a 482 DPS chord for my Warlock. Isn't that weird? But my Warlock was pulling all the aggro. Although my mage did get hit a few times. Who's coming? Oh. You know, after all this time, I've only gotten the guy who drops the epic chest for warriors once. And he dropped the skull for warriors, which was non-epic in many big ways. Both literally and figuratively. Both literally and figuratively non-epic. Can you introduce region healing as IS Boxer? Oh, I have it. Look at my chain heal. I'm chain healing Furious Wise by clicking on my compact raid frames. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, we do have overlays in 5-minute multiboxing. We got male, 14 stamina, 8 agility. This is pretty much PvP enhancement shaman gear. I would call that hunter gear, certainly. That's you know, that's not a drop that I would ever use. So that's getting vendored. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming closer to IS Boxer. I mean, I'm never going to be IS Boxer. But my goal has never been to be IS Boxer. My goal has been to multi-box in 5 minutes. And I'm really close to that. Now, I kind of moved away from it a little bit because the GSE macros you get at the beginning when you first jump into the game as a level 1 are not really level 1 friendly. So, like if you're a rogue, you'll do 1 sinister strike and never do anything again because you'll be waiting to do slice and dice. But, you know, I think at least you will be multi-boxing in 5 minutes. You know, people will be following and stuff like that. So, is this a new instance or have I already opened the key? Oh, this is the same instance. All right, whatever. Half a bar. Man, this is going... Oh, no, forget it. My first 60 is about to ding. My shaman is about to ding. Because the shaman lives the longest in every fight, and a lot of times gets to double dip. I'm surprised how many times, you know, I get to a near wipe and my shaman is the last guy and I just do shaman shit, even though he's a healer, and he'll kill a mob, an elite mob from full just by healing himself and continuing to pop lightning shield. Just doing that shaman shit. Oh, okay then. Okay, that's how it's gonna go. They really do not want me to get through here without fighting those 2 fire guard destroyers, so we're gonna fight them. All right, mage, switch to frost. Now I've been switching to frost by rolling my action bars over to a different action bar with frost macros on it. So, see, I wasn't worried about that pull because I was buffed up. I had full health and stuff, but I didn't have that last time, so I'm demoralized. I'm like, I don't want to try so hard. Dang it, she went too far. Alright, let's kill this destroyer. Always got to watch out for your pets running off and hit Alt-1 when your pets run off. Oh man, you guys might get to see. My action. One thing I like about Frost mages as opposed to fire mages is the additional party utility. So even though I did get the best fire gloves in the game before BWL, I got these Atalai gloves of Fiery Wrath, which is 38 fire damage. I'm probably going to take them off and go back to Frost because I just like having. I like having Ice Block. I like having an unbelievably hard hitting Cone of Cold, and and Shatter and all that. I just like it. I like it. It's more. It may not be as bursty as you can get as a mage, but it's safer burst. It's much safer burstiness. Because I can drop my Frost Nova and I can drop my Cone of Cold and I can do an insane amount of bursts early on in the battle and then just Ice Block, and I'm safe. And the threat has to go elsewhere, and then un-Ice Block and boom, I'm dropping insane Frost Bolts on my enemy with blowing a Cone of Cold every once in a while. So. Yeah, you can adjust macros for leveling, so it's not that big a deal. Am I leveling any professions? I have leatherworking at 300. I have enchanting at 300. Tailoring at 300, close to 300. Engineering at high enough to have jumper cables, which is all I really care about right now. And leatherworking at 300. So yes, I leveled some professions. I don't make my mooncloth. I hate that kind of stuff. I hate the 3-day timers. I miss my cured deep rock salt or whatever it's called, and I'm just not very good at that. Maybe I'll download Trade Skill Master and get good at that stuff and teach you guys how to use Trade Skill Master. So did we get to all the classes? What did we miss? We talked a little bit about Shadow Priest. We talked a little bit about Priests. Priests are the best healers in the game. If you want to be the best, you have to be a priest. Healing paladins are the best healers in the game. If you want to be the best, you have to be a healing paladin. It's hard to say. I think priests bring more raid utility. Possibly, maybe not. I don't think anybody's going to beat healing. I don't know if they're as broke in Classic as they are in Vanilla. In Vanilla, they're utterly broke. I mean, all healing paladins have to do is cast a level 3 Flash of Light, and they never run out of mana. And if they stack enough plus heals, they are unbelievable. Now, priests don't need a ton of plus heals to be the best healers in the game. They are just really set up really well to heal well. So, priests and holy pallies, holy priests, holy pallies, best healers in the game. If you like supporting people with heals, you know, that could be a way. That could be a way for you to do that. That could be the way for you to roll that. Who did we not cover? Did we cover everybody? I think we covered everybody. All right. So Should I PvP or PvE? What type of server should I be on? This is a hard question to answer because I can't see the other side. And that's the problem. I mean, all I see is PvP and I think, well, why would you ever do anything else? And so I'm not really good at answering this question. I don't know why PvE servers exist. Right? There you go. I don't know why they exist. If, for example, you play this game to get better gear so you can play the game better, to get better gear so you can play the game better, to get better gear, which is what let's face it, it's what every role-playing game, every RPG ever in history is based on. Then if that's what you like to do, then PvE is the thing for you. But let me ask you this, you PvEers. When you get all that gear, now what? You've gotten all the gear you can get. You've got all the PvE gear you can get. So now what? Just keep raiding with people who don't have the gear? Be the best in raid? To me, that doesn't sound that great. My now what is very simple. Once I get all the gear I want, and even before that, I want to use it against people. I want to make people smash their keyboards. I want to make people, I want to beat people head to head in this game that we play and we love so much. I want to use my weapons against people. And I don't just mean in the battlegrounds. I mean in real world situations. I want to walk around like I have the biggest sword dick of all and kill people. And be satisfied that, all right, I killed somebody who had better gear than me, or I killed somebody who was way over my level. Those are the most satisfying things in the game. Or even just I killed somebody who's really good at the game. So don't ask me whether you should play PvP or PvE, because my answer is going to be I don't know why you would play PvE. You're limiting your game. You're limiting your game to be something that it shouldn't be. Now, if you're in live WoW, retail WoW, where they're just throwing content after content after content out there, and you have no idea, who you're going to meet in the world, and you're always going to have new content, fine. Go PvE if you want to go PvE. But in Classic, there's not going to be any new content. When you get to the end here, that's all you're going to have. And I just don't know why you want to limit that, because once you're on a PvE server, I don't know if you know this, new viewers, but if you level to 60 on a PvE server, they don't let you transfer that character ever over to a PvP server. You're not allowed. You have to go through the pain, the pain of leveling on a PvP server if you want to be on a PvP server. So you must pay your dues. And the dues you pay is getting ganked by people higher level than you, higher skill than you, better gear than you, on the way up. And you know what? 25 days later, even on Fairbanks, okay, I spent many days on Fairbanks, many days played on Fairbanks. But even on Fairbanks, there just wasn't a whole lot of gankery of my 5-man team. There just wasn't. And on this lower pop server, it happens even less. It happens even less. So a surprising little, maybe it's because I was months behind. I was months behind leveling to 60. So that made a big difference. I think it's safe to jump into the PvP servers because you're months behind, and you're going to be fine. You really are going to be fine. So I could use banish here. Okay. Alt 1, Shift 2, banish, 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 banish. He's banished. It's not necessary, but it is when you're level 54. But all it does is slow things down. So you don't, once you get to higher levels, you don't actually use banish to CC these guys. Except in an emergency, like Colleen was saying, maybe banish would have saved me there. So Randy's like, man, you have a lot of buffs. I think that's what you're trying to say, right, Randy? Like, whoa, what's this row of buffs you have, brah? I got a lot of buffs on me. Man, remember when I came down here at level 56 and had to get across that bridge to Molten Core to finish my Molten Core quest. And, oh shit, I'm not even paying attention to level 60. I keep thinking, oh, well, it's okay. I'm going to see, I keep thinking I'm going to miss level 60, but I'm not going to miss level 60. It's okay. I'm going to see it. People are going to ding. I fight phalanx just for the experience and the extra money. Come on, man. I bought you. Oh shit! I didn't have any room for my mug. Come here, brother. Come here, brother. Come here, brother. I fight phalanx sometimes. I don't fight them other times, but I want the experience. So maybe we level to 60 here in the Grim Guzzler. Maybe this is a very appropriate place to hit level 60, the Grim Guzzler. And yeah. Oh, it wasn't Kaloyan saying that. Okay. How will you get into DM North to open doors? You just do DM East. You just go do it. I mean, it's not hard. I have been multiboxing Dire Maul from the beginning of private servers, and I'm not worried about Dire Maul. Okay, this is bad. Doing a demo shout on the customers, that's not good. You don't want to demo shout the customers. Killed a lot of customers. Actually, I didn't kill many customers. What? I didn't have a orb on? Oh, isn't that ironic? Isn't it ironic that I'm not paying attention and I demoralizing shout the customers to prevent me from actually getting my my level 60. All right, so I'm going to actually do something kind of lame here. I'm going to reset the instance because I'm not really worried about getting level 60 in the Grim Guzzler. I just want it. After 25 days played, it's like having a baby. After 9 months, you just want it out. And I know this because I've had 5. So my wife is very clear on this. The last few weeks of carrying a baby, it's just so old and so done, and you just want it to be over. So I feel like, to a much lesser extent, getting level 60 is like that. Oh my gosh. All right. Why would I multibox? That's the other question I get. Why would I multibox? Why would I multibox? You asked me to multibox. Why would I multibox? Think about it. Think about it. You're rolling around with your 5 tunes. It's only $65 a month. And now you have abilities to play the game in ways that nobody else does. You can roll your dungeon for that one annoying hand of justice over and over and over again. You'll never get tired until you get it. You can run emperors over and over again for Iron Foe. You can make money by making 5 mooncloth every 3 days. You can have one of each tune. Even if you don't feel like multiboxing that day, you can run one of each tune into the battlegrounds. Let's say that you want to do battlegrounds. You leveled all 5 at the same time, so you have 5 level 60s. You can use your 5 tunes or 4 tunes to level another tune, to give absurd advantages to twinks that you're leveling. You can build twinks. You can absolutely annihilate building twinks with multiboxing, because your 60s can run that twink through dungeons over and over again, soaking up all the experience that twink would otherwise get, preventing that twink from leveling past 19, and getting that twink just the right to be balls for PvP. Or, alternatively, buying the right meatballs off the auction house because you have so much money. Why should you multibox? Well, you can make so much money multiboxing that you can pay people to carry you through endgame raids. That's not a bad thing, is it? We'll talk a little bit more about making money in WoW after. Okay, so client says, about professions, you can just level 10 by 5 to 35 level and get rich. Yes. You can make profession mules that don't need to be any higher than level 35. Think about it. Let's say you make an enchanting profession mule at 35. How is she going to get into Uldaman? How is she going to get her training in Uldaman if she's only level 35? No problem, you're a multi-boxer. You bring 4 60s in there and you walk her to the trainer in Uldaman. So, I mean, stuff like this, it's ticklish fun how the synergies of the classes work together to make the game something completely different than what it was when you're a multi-boxer. The game is absolutely, it's a different game. And people who multi-box will tell you, I'm not playing your game. I'm playing a different game. It's more of a real-time strategy game where I control pieces. And that's really what it's like. It's also a puzzle game. Ding! 60! It happened! 60's here! We have our first 60 people! And he has full mana. So we're going to be okay. Even though I'm really fighting in a bad spot here. Come here. Oh, no, we got him anyway. That's all right, because we have full mana, and we've got a level 60 healer, man. We can't die. He's level 60, brah. Bro, we can do anything. He's level 60. Heal Mutalia. I'm not bothering with the 5 button because everybody's out of mana. All my dudes are out of mana. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's 60, man. And that is my first 60. That is going to be Spirited, who officially becomes the first 60. A shaman. How appropriate for me. My first 60 in Classic WoW, in Vanilla WoW, was a shaman. And my first 60 in Classic WoW is a shaman. And since we did hit 60, it is time to toast. I hope you all have your toasts. First 60, Classic WoW. How many days played? Let's check the days played. It's 25 also. 24 days, 9 hours for my shaman. Yikes. I did beat my first shaman's days played by 6 days. It took me 30 days played to get to 60 on my original shaman. Can you believe that? And we played non-stop. Non-stop. How inefficient were we that we were playing 8 hours a day and it took us that long to get to level 60? I don't even want to know. I don't even know. I guess I know too much to play that inefficiently anymore. So, a toast to level 60. We made it. I did not think that I was going to get here. I did not think that I was going to get here. So many times during this multiboxing leveling run, and so many days and so much water under the bridge, I thought that I would quit and just retire and say, enough, no more. I can't do this anymore. This is so stupid. And now, here we are. We made it. And it did happen. We did hit level 60. That is how much of a... That is how much of a pain this is. That's how painful it is. It's a somber moment when you do hit 60 on 5 characters and you fought through all of the wipes, all of the runbacks, all of the puzzles, all the PvP, and you just realize you've built something that you're going to think about for a long time, and you're always going to have that, that achievement. But Fury Swipes is just a video game. It's just pixels. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? It is true that it is just pixels, and we are just pressing keys on a keyboard, but it's a new world. The world has moved on. And pixels are more important than they ever have been before. People value pixels. I could sell these accounts for $600 each, for example. People value pixels, and they will watch you play your pixels on streaming services and on YouTube, and there's a gravity to it. There's a gravity to it that people who never played video games will never understand. Or maybe they played video games, but they don't understand how the world moved on. And video games are becoming so important to these next few generations that they're almost reality. They're almost becoming a part of your life, your lifestyle, your reality. And it's only going to get crazier. It's only going to get crazier when there are holodeck video games where you just step into something and you become part of that. I mean, that's going to be people's whole worlds in ways that, I mean, you don't even, you can't even imagine. You think you're ate up with a video game right now. You think you're into it. Let's say you're Ninja. You're the best Fortnite player in the entire world. All right? Ninja is going to spit on Fortnite in 30 years. He's going to wonder what the hell he was thinking. But for those of us watching him at this moment in time, it's as important, it's as solid, it's as real as anything we do in our daily lives. This is a world. It's a little pixelated world, and we're in it, and we have no problem with it. And to those of you who don't understand, to those of you normies who are watching this who don't get it, take it from a guy who was there at the beginning. Yes, I was there at the beginning. I played the first video game. I owned the first video game. I played Pong. I had a Pong. We played Pong for hours on end. All right? We did it. And we loved it. And we knew that this was the beginning of something. We knew that it was, it was just going to get better and better. And yes, it took a long time for it to get better and better. And yes, we played shitty video games for many years. But you know what? In about 6 years, I started playing games that I still remember with fondness today. I still remember with fondness today. And I still feel like they were well written and well designed enough that they would hold somebody's attention today. If I put it in front of them and told them, hey, give this a shot, they would have fun with it. Jake Wendell says, Randy, 5-row group is proving to be insane. Just hit 30 at 1 day, 13 hours. Oh my gosh. That is better than I ever imagined it to be. Wow. How are you doing that, Jacob? How are you doing that? Okay, start over. Crown and Coke, yes! Multiboxing is great for alts too. The rested element of the game really been... Oh, wait, you're JJ, aren't you? That's JJ, I think. He has so many alt teams. So, might as well get this druid to level 60. What's up, people? I'm level 60 now. I've got 2 dings when I'm multiboxing. Ding 1 is somebody getting to level. Ding 2 is everybody getting to level. So I'm not going to be totally dinged until everybody gets level. And I've still got 3 bars on the mages. You can see I'm not even looting. I just want the experience. I don't even want to loot anymore. I'm over it. I don't care. I don't care if T-Boo's Blazing Longsword is dropping here. I don't care. I just want to get to 60. Wouldn't that be terrible if a T-Boo's had dropped? What Blizzard should do is they should have, game stats like, Call of Duty has on the waiting screen with how many players are doing this, or there have been, 8 million grenade suicides, or just fun little stats of how the game is what people are doing in the game. And the one stat I would want is T-Boo's Blazing Longsword has been left on a body X number of times. That would be a hilarious stat. And just epics in general being left on a body. That would be amazing. I want those stats, Blizzard. Get to it. Man, you don't add anything to your games. You know how long I've been playing Battlegrounds in live, and Blizzard hasn't added anything like a kill cam or cool little streak shouts like, oh, you know, Bumfuck is on a 10 kill streak. You know, something to make the Battlegrounds, just to give them a little more chrome. Blizzard puts in so little effort to Battlegrounds. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. 15 years of low effort Battlegrounds. And Battlegrounds are the lowest effort place Blizzard lives. That is where they put in the least effort. I would not like to see those stats. We would have a competition of who didn't loot the most epics. 2x rested, but I'm farming near those inns. Near what inns? I think 1.5 days is the max rested, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to correct JJ. You can't get 2 days rested. Pulling too much. Not drinking. Whatever. It would be nice if my reincarnate was reset because I leveled. Nope. You wish, Todd. You wish. All right, we're going to go to Winter Spring now. And we're going to finish up leveling the mages in Winter Spring. Because we're going to do a trick. We're going to do a leveling trick. And that leveling trick is leave party. Make a party with just the guys who are way behind. And, have them get all the experience. So we're going to go level on the Yetis in Winter Spring. It's easier. It's less painful. There's less chance of a run back. And the experience is really good. There is chance of PvP, but it's not PvP I'm ever going to lose, so I don't care about it. Because usually groups don't go there. The only PvP I lose now is groups. Or a rogue who... a rogue killed me at level 58, killed my whole group at level 58. I still don't know how he did it, but... the only PvP I'm really worried about is groups. And that's actually the PvP I want. I love running up to a group and just going nuts and trying to wipe them. That's when you're a multi-boxer. That's the PvP challenge. I don't get any thrill from ganking people. In fact, in this last 2 levels, I've been letting a lot of people run by. No rogues. I will stop every rogue. I'll dismount for rogues. I don't care if you're a level 3 rogue. You're going down. Rogues don't live around me ever. I don't care if I'm just about to ding level 60. If I see you, you're a rogue. I will wipe my whole group trying to kill you. So there you go. 2x rested. Oh, okay. All right. 2x rested, you were saying. How can I level faster? That's a very common question, is how can I level faster? My fastest leveling was at higher levels was questing. When I switched from running around in BRD and wiping and doing bullshit like that, being very inefficient, when I switched from doing that to running quests in Western and Eastern Plaguelands, I leveled so fast, like 3 hours per level. I leveled 3 to 6 hours per level, and I just thought, what the hell? I've been wasting my time this whole time. But to be fair, The levels they give you in Eastern and Western Plaguelands are not collect this amount of item levels, which are the kiss of death for efficiency for multiboxing. Yes, they gave me a skeleton fragments quest. Guess what? You think I did that? No. They gave me a quest to collect worm meat off worms in EPL. You think I did that? No. But I did everything else. And I did it fast because I'm a multi-boxer. And I was able to do all those quests super fast. And that got me rapid fire experience better than I've ever seen in the whole time I've been multi-boxing. But at the middle levels, it did not seem to work. Doing quests like that at the middle levels, I don't know. It seemed like they were giving less experience for your level than at the higher levels. And at the middle levels, I found just running through dungeons over and over again was the fastest way to level. Now, do I have the magic button? There is a magic button out there. You got to find it because somebody was running around with their tune in Classic WoW, right? And they saw a 5-box naive shaman multi-boxer. That is 5 shamans. And he was level 48. The next day, they saw him again, and he was level 60. He wouldn't say how that happened. So how did that happen? Somebody knows something, all right? Somebody knows something. Somebody knows a leveling exploit, and we need to find it out. We need to find it out because I need a hunter. I want a hunter at level 60. So how can you level faster? I went to Fight Club Discord, which is the Warrior Discord, and I looked at their how to level faster tricks. They were lame. They're not the tricks you want to hear. Learn bandages. Come on. No. No, we want exploits, brah. We want exploits. How to level faster as a multi-boxer. One of the ways to do it is just, use a DPS comp like 5 rogues or 3 mages or whatever, because then you can just smoke mobs. But you have to be the kind of person who's okay with grinding for hours that way. And I'm not that person. I used to be that person, but I'm not anymore. I hate that shit. And I won't do that anymore. So there has to be some spice to what I'm doing. There has to be something to spice it up, like the threat of PvP. It can't just be grinding hour after hour after hour. I know people say, just put on a video, Todd. Just put on music, whatever. Don't worry about it. It just doesn't work for me. So, what's the other question? What kind of bosses can you down? I think in the end, I'll be able to down every 5-man dungeon boss. In the end. Even the Dark Master Gandling in Sholomance, I'll be able to down him in the end. But not now. Not now. I mean, I need gear. I need gear for sure. Is there any repair here in freaking... You know what? I think I made a terrible mistake. There is no repair here in Winterspring. And I came here with red armor. You need rep to repair in Winterspring. You need Thorium Brotherhood rep to repair in Winterspring. So I just effed up royally. I'm looking for you guys to save me here on the broadcast. Oh no, Furious Wives. No, don't worry about it. There's a repair right over there. No, I think I looked at every single person here. So, oh my gosh, this annoying buff reminder. Get out of my face. Auction house. There you go. It's a bank. Nothing. No repair. Get away from me. No repair. God, really? Guess what? We're flying again, bros. We are flying again. Back to Agrabah. This explains per level how much experience you get from average quests, so you will make more off quests in low brackets and high brackets, just like you mentioned. Mid-levels is bad. Yeah, mid-levels, man. Quests were utterly demoralizing. I'm just like, no, this is just silly. So I don't like being demoralized, obviously. Look how long I've been sitting on 1 pixel, 0 pixels from 60. Gosh, Furious Wipes, why don't you just level, man? Stop trying to do it, you know, in different way. Just go grunt it out, brah. No, doing it my way. Zug zug. I am Horde. Now, in all my vanilla WoW and classic WoW experience, I never knew about this guy as a repair. Can you believe that? I never knew this guy was here. I only discovered him recently. I'm getting texted. What are these texts? Now, in the back to the question, why should I multibox? Well, here's a reason not to multibox. You're going to be hated. You're going to get a lot of hate, and always be suspicious. You will be anyway. I don't need to tell you this. Always be suspicious of people who come up and inspect you, because more likely than not, they're about to start spouting the hate. And remember, I did a bit on this. I did a segment on this on another stream, but don't return hate for hate. The right thing to do in that case is ignore it and ignore them. I mean, even come up with a macro to ignore people. I'm very close to writing a function that ignores my target on every one of my tunes. And you'll live a happier multiboxing life. I mean, it depends on the type of person you are, really. How long have you been playing video games? Well, we kind of touched on that. I go back to the 70s and Pong. My second video game was Atari Pinball. And this actually has a connection with my other true love. I love pinball. I have always loved pinball. I'm a big pinball guy. Not great at it, not competition level, but I do adore pinball. And I download apps on my phone that give me replica pinball machines that play exactly the way real pinball machines did. They are replicas of real pinball machines I played when I was younger, and I love that. I do love pinball. But Atari Pinball was my second video game, and I absolutely adored it. It was fantastic. It was completely primitive by today's standards, but for me it was very respectable. That evolved into high school, where we were not Atari people. Believe it or not, I did start with Atari Pong and Atari Pinball, but Atari kind of fell down really quick in technology, and so we were Intellivision people. Intellivision came out with a much better, much more high-powered video game system that had way better team games on it, way better PvP games on it, where you're playing against your opponent. And so we were Intellivision people, and we loved it. And that continued up until I got my first PC when I was in Hawaii. That's not true. That is not completely true. My first real PC was when I was a grown-up and moved to Hawaii. But between that time and between me that time and me playing Pong, I had a Timex Sinclair computer, which was the cheapest computer you could buy. It was $200. It had a membrane keyboard on it, and it had, I think, 1K of memory, maybe 2K of memory. That's 2,000 bytes of memory. All right? I have 32 billion bytes of memory in the computer that I'm sitting at right now. And so my Timex Sinclair had 2,000 bytes of memory. I learned to program on the Timex Sinclair. I taught myself to program, and I wrote little graphical games, little silly things in BASIC. After that, I got a Commodore 64 when I left and got married to my wife in Louisiana. I had a Commodore 64, and there was more programming, but more importantly, there were games on Commodore 64 you could buy, and they were on floppy drives. And floppy disk drives, yes. After that, I got to the Amiga. And the Amiga, when I got to Hawaii and I bought my first Amiga, that was the first game. It had 640 by 480 graphics. Imagine that in 1988. 640 by 480 graphics. It was spectacular. I mean, spectacular. 640 by 480 is higher resolution than the TVs of, the 20th century. And so it was extremely high resolution for us. And we thought that we had arrived. And we played games like Blood Money, which was a side-scrolling action game, space game, where you're flying through tunnels. If you remember the old video game from the 80s, Vanguard, Blood Money reminded me a lot of Vanguard, and it had amazing sound with, actual voices, Blood Money, and great sound effects. So really challenging. And the Amiga turned into, eventually, pretty quickly into my Amiga career, I abandoned it and got into PCs. And once I got into PCs, the rest is history. I was a gamer, a serious gamer. And I've seen everything. I had the first 3D graphics card, the 3DFX. I played Tomb Raider Lara Croft when she had 2 pyramids as boobs, and it turned me on to no end. And I've been here in video games from the beginning. So I can tell you how far we've come. And I can tell you that video games are an incredible part of culture and society. And they should be, respected when they're good, and completely made fun of and mocked when they're bad. So I'm actually going to switch to my mage now, and we are going to maybe buff up a little bit, and then we're going to leave party. I'm actually going to switch to my warrior because my warrior is still a bar away. So warrior's going to lead the way. We're going to be a party of 3. I've got a leave party button out in 5-minute multiboxing, so I don't know why Furious Wipes left his party. He didn't need to do that. One of the things you do need to do if you do leave party like this and the healer's not with you is you do need to make a macro to direct heal the player that has left the party. And now I do have those macros for, and you know what? I've been using them. I don't use these macros in game. Don't use them for anything but a, doing what we're doing right now. So this is gonna be heal Mutalia / target Mutalia cast healing wave. Simple as that. And put it in a normal button. This is not good for dungeon healing, which could be one of the reasons why I wasn't doing all that well in the dungeon anyway. So let's get our groups together. Let's leave party with the mage, shaman, mage, warlock, and warrior, and we are gonna party up ourselves. So we have a party of 3, and we're just going to make sure that we, always get the first hit in. And with a mage casting Fire Blast, the first hit is actually pretty easy. So, all right, minutes away. Oh wow, you know what? Fury Swipes is not level 60. I don't know why I didn't kick him from. I kicked him from party, but.
Your food has arrived.
Oh, Monique has brought me lunch. Thank you, Monique.
You're welcome.
Panda Express. Ooh, and a beer. Thank you, dear. Monique, toast. Go get yourself some champagne and toast me because I hit level 60.
Okay, let me go get something really quick.
Okay, so let's... We really only have booted Spirited from the club. So Spirited is, and I didn't make an individual heal macro for Fury Swipe. So I mean, we could be in trouble here if we get some PvP. It could be bad. But let's just get Spirited. Let's just get Spirited. A Fury Swipes his level, and then we'll boot him from the party too. 83? 83? What happened to my 100 points? I must be thinking of rested. That is not many points. How many more kills do I need on Fury Swipes? I'm at 9234 of 9800. Oh God. 9234 of 9800. I need 550. So that's 7 more kills. 7 more kills.
You're here.
Here we go. Toast me, baby. Oh wow, she's toasting rum. Yeah, you gotta toast in range of the camera. Just your hand. Just your hand. Oh, there you go. To level 60. Level 60!
Okay, let me get the puppies out of here. Come on, doggies.
Also, I know I don't have pants on, but it still feels cold in here. Can you check on the heat? All right, and one more toast to Fury Swipes as he levels. Oh shit! It's P. It's P. Oh no! We've got to kill this guy and help our peoples. No, our people are getting hurted. We did not escape the PvP monster! The PvP monster! Is that a hunter or is that a rogue? Man, I hate rogues. No, that's a warrior. Alright. I even hate my own rogues. My own side's rogues. Yeah. That's true. If you're a rogue on my side, I hate you. I hate you. I loathe you. Yes. Mutalia supports grind, and that is level 60 for the druid. You are booted from party. Spirited invites you to group. Yeah, let's get in here. We got a lot of grinding. This guy's got 8,047, 98, 8153. You know what? He doesn't really have that many. Mutalia's a girl, man. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. Says Mutalia. Mutalia says it's ma'am. So I don't get why people think you can solo beat a multibox. You can. Solos have so many advantages over multiboxers in PvP. You can really mess things up, especially if you have a fear bomb. Basically, fear bombs, like Howl of Terror, that guy's going to come in here and Howl of Terror, and my guys are going to run off, and it's going to be kind of hard to gather them up again. We're still going to kill him, but warriors especially. If warrior comes in, oh shit! I let the druid tag that. Don't let the druid tag shit. God dang it! This is a wasted kill. Warriors especially with their intimidating shout. Oh my gosh. They will mess up your day because they can intimidating shout once, and if you don't recover fast, they will already kill one of your guys before you can really react very well. So don't underestimate the power a soloist has over multiboxers, and get your game up. First of all, get your game up because you need top game. A top game. I should be looting these bodies, by the way, because these bodies, none of the people, well, Mutalia has it, but none of the people who are leveling right now have finished their Yeti fur quests. So let's loot all these bodies. Not that one. So keep an eye out for that Warlock, though. Warlocks usually don't come back for more. There are some classes who never give up, and rogues don't give up. Feral druids don't give up. If you beat them, they're going to come back for more. They're going to want another try. Boomkin multiboxer. Wait, what was the point there? What are we talking about? Boomkin multiboxing? Okay, let's see if there's nope, no sign of PvP going on out there. 1 bar from Mutalia. 1 bar. Did I loot that body? I don't think I looted that body. We gotta loot these guys. It's serious, brah. Gotta loot these guys. Are we free for all? Yes, we're free for all. Shut up, annoying buff reminder. So I rehabilitated an out-of-date add-on called Annoying Buff Reminder. I do like it. I really do like it, but it needs to get better. It's more for a solo person. It doesn't let you know that you don't have a buff from somebody in your party, and I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make it sure that anybody in your party's buffs counts as missing buffs. That's going to be an easy fix. I just haven't got to it yet. No! Oh, man, that was close. All right, I've got to do better in making sure I tap this mob. I don't know how my druid didn't get that. Maybe I fire blasted. I'm just going to go up and whack them with my axe. And my axe! Oh my gosh, this grind is going slow. Ugh. I'm going to hate this. I'm going to hate this. I mean, I can't even see her bar moving. Shit. Tapped it. The wrong group. Oh, I got my pristine Yeti horn. I'm on a quest too. I'm on a quest too. If I get another pristine Yeti horn, this is over. I'm leveled. Wait, I didn't get that pristine Yeti horn. What the hell? Is my inventory full? Of course it is. Just go away, Winter Veil crap. I have never warmed up to the Blizzard seasonal events. I have always hated them, and I've always been pissed that the things that they give are basically for the 0.5%. You know, somebody will get their Halloween mount, and I'll just be jealous of it, and I'll just be like, screw those guys. Hate you. All right, how can I make money? That's the next question. How can I make money? Well, I would say an engineering degree helps. Get into engineering if you can stand it. Go into finance. If you really want to make money, go into finance. It's hard, but everybody in finance is... Oh, you want to know how to make money in WoW? Fine. How do I make money in WoW? I don't know, man. I'm just arriving at 60, as you can see, and I don't have nearly enough money. I've got 465 gold on her, 100. I don't even have enough money for one epic mount right now. You know, coming in for landing on the runway. And I have some ideas about how to make money, but I think we need to take our game up a notch. The one idea I had about how to make money, which is run Living Strat. Living Strat seems so fucking hard right now that I don't even think that's a starter. I think that's a non-starter. I think what I have to do is take my game up a whole bunch of notches, take my gear up a bunch of notches, and then get back into Strat and see if I can just roll through those packs. We are out of juice here. We have got to buff up and drink and stuff like that. Give me a horn! I'm horny! Thinking back to multiboxing code of conduct and applying it to classic. Do you think rules like don't PvP when multiboxing still applies nowadays? Definitely not. When you are paying the bills, when it's not a free thing, but you are paying for your accounts every month, and multiboxing is allowed by the terms of service, then you are here to PvP. You are not here to PvE. You need to PvE as much as possible. You need to carry the flag for multiboxers because, I hate to break this to you, man, everybody already hates you. Okay? So if you're already hated, you are not going to win over hearts and minds. So you just jump right in. You discard my ancient video on the multiboxing code of conduct, with some exceptions. I'll talk about those. You discard the multiboxing code of conduct with regards to PvP, and you PvP. Now, it's up to you whether you want to be an asshole ganker or not. I won't judge you if you want to be an asshole ganker, and if it's your policy to kill everyone you see, no matter what level they are, then that's who you are. All right, that you do you, bro. You do you. But I will relent if somebody waves at me. Okay, they're like, "Oh, I'm waving at you. Hey, don't kill me." I won't. I will stop killing them. All right, unless it's a rogue. Obviously, no rogue can wave me off. That will never happen in a million years. But I do not apply the no PvP rule. Now, the other code of conduct, which is the golden rule of multiboxing, is don't do anything that will hurt the multiboxing community in the eyes of the 1Bs. And what I mean by that is don't get in world chat and talk trash about 1Bs and about how multiboxing is better and fuck everybody. And that is the kind of thing that hurts the multiboxing community. And there's no need for it. You're not winning there. You're never going to win. You are the 1%, all right? 99% will always be against you. And so cut it out. Accept the fact that you're never going to win. People are always going to hate you. And the best you can do is make people think, that guy's not an asshole. By the way, if you're killing everybody you see, they're not going to think that about you. They are going to know that you're the asshole. So, and that's okay. You're paying your money. I'm not going to tell you how to pay your money, but I will tell you that I have seen on the forums already and in many different venues a movement that says ban multiboxers. And I knew this would come, and I knew it would happen. I just don't think they're going to be successful. He'll do what he wants. Yes, kill rogue. Yes, kill rogue. Damn right, kill rogue. You know what? I don't think I have been looting. I don't think I've been key looting those mobs back there. I've got to go back and get their Yeti furs. I think we left some mobs on the ground that I did not key loot. Always key loot so the people on your quest do. Get it! I want my freaking horn! I'm horny! What if you decide not to attack set piece? What if you decide not to attack to set piece? Azeroth needs peace. No! No! Antonian Aubrey! Azeroth needs war! Where did you get that silly idea that Azeroth needs peace? That is double nonsense, sir. Double nonsense. I'm going to loot all these bodies just in case somebody... Oh, we got a skinner. So he's skinning. F works for skinning too, by the way. Give me some thick Yeti fur, you bastards. What else we got here? Oh my gosh, it's that guy. Oh my gosh, it's the French guy on my server who is a hopeless romantic. Hopeless romantic. Why am I skinning? Stop it, Fury Swipes. Stop it. Just go kill things. Skinning is not... Ooh. Ooh, I'm a quarter of the way through my bar. Skinning is nailing it for me. If I can finish off these quests, thick Yeti fur and my Yeti horns, I'm leveled. That is 5x60, baby. Guarantee. Look at that. Thick Yeti fur. How many has he got? Are we there, Yeti? 5 of 10. How many's this guy got? 9 of 10? 9 of 10? That's a lot. I'm going to have her loot from now on. Gimme! No. He might have a horn. No, I would see the horn, right? Even the guys without the quest will see the horn, maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to take that chance. I am not taking that chance. We're going to look at the body. I didn't look at the body. I said all that stuff. Didn't do it. Typical me. Give me my fur. I'll see sparklies though. What's up here? Just nothing? Is there a guy up there? No. That's just a little spike. I don't always kill rogues, but when I see a gnome, then it's sure as hell he's dead. Even if he waves at me. Must punt them! I do always kill rogues. It's not funny, bro. No, man, I still have PTSD from Vanilla WoW. Leveling against rogues. I'm still mad at them. I'm mad at everyone, actually. And became one. I was so mad, I actually joined the rogue... The rogue core with a twink, a level 26 twink, no less, not a level 29. I joined the rogue core with a level 26 twink so I could hang out in Stranglethorn Vale and embarrass people much higher level than myself. And that's what I did. Oh, the JJ just finished. There you go. The JJ's got the fur. Does not apply to my wife. But JJ's got the fur. I'm not picking up those ecos because they're not selling, guys. I mean, somebody threw that out as a money-making scheme, and I haven't sold one eco. Would you drop a horn? My gosh, how rare are these horns? We got a laugh from Renzi. We got a laugh from Renzi. Yeah, Renzi laughed at the wife joke, I bet. Yeah, she paid thousands of dollars to have all hair removed from her body. She is truly hairless. Yeti fur. All right, that's fur. That's fur. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, let's keep that up. Horn, please. Horn, please. That warlock must have been just so annoyed that, you know, he ran into an enemy multi-box team. Report all multi-boxers. Report them. Me. I can't afford multiple accounts. But I can, but I just don't want to because I don't have the skill to run them. Me. It's ruining my experience. I've heard it all. I'm not ruining your experience, morons. I don't even do anything you do. Most of the time, you can't even see me. Where you going, Vajayjay? Vajayjay's wandering. You don't want Vajayjay to wander. Oh, that would be bad. Fury swipes. Bruh. You level 60 now. You don't even have an experience bar. Damn, that's cool. No experience bar. I can get behind that. Give me some Yeti. Give me some Yeti fur. Some Vajayjay fur. It'll be a long time before I see that again. Uh-oh. We have dead Horde. Did he just, like, bite off too much? Let's res him. Res like the wind. Not a long run back here, though, to be honest. Did you take the res? Bitch, no take res? Bitch, no take res. What's up? Ungrateful troll. I think only the patriarchs drop the
Hey, Mr. 60, you have some more stuff to choose from.
Oh yeah?
Yep, I'm gonna...
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I might need this heated up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, come on. Come on.
She brought lunch for me, but I can't eat until I'm 60. Oh, 5 across. Really, nobody has any room in their bags? Nobody. Oh, wait. We all get to loot the eco. Never mind. The eco is the only thing in all of the World of Warcraft history where all 5 people in the party can loot it. It makes a copy of itself for all 5 people. They can trade it. They can auction it. It's like item duplication. It's item duping. That doesn't happen with any other item in this entire game. So multi-boxers, you would think, have a huge advantage over solo boxers there, and they would if those things would sell. I've got to learn how to market them in trade chat. That's the problem. Got to market them better. All right, next question. Alliance or Horde? Alliance or Horde? Alliance or Horde? You know what? I really like Alliance. I like the Alliance world. I like the Alliance starter quests. I like paladins. I like Alliance things. And I like their racials. Their racials are the best in the game. Great for PvP, incredible for PvP, and I don't know. But horde ratios are good for PvP too. We've got a fear cure and we've got an interrupt, which is super nice. Berserking, not so much, and blood rage, that's not a great PvP skill, but I do like Alliance, and I like their whole setup. It's super good, but my heart is with Horde personally. That's where I started. I like Taurens. I think Taurens are an amazing race that Blizzard put together. Really glad they went with them, as opposed to something else like pandas at the beginning or something like that. Goblins. I do like goblins though. Don't get me wrong. Goblins are my second favorite race, actually. If you look at my live WoW characters, my characters on retail WoW, a lot of them are goblins. I'm big on goblins. Why is nobody looting? Horde, because Alliance races are meh at most. There are only male dwarves, female Nells, the most annoying one over the boring humans. Troll Hunter is AK-47 mode. That's true, actually. I never really had a Troll Hunter. I always took an Orc Hunter, which was stupid. Just because he looked better in the Dragon Stalker gear. But Troll Hunters, they look terrible in their gear, but they would be a much better hunter, wouldn't they? I still wouldn't pick one. I want my Dragon Stalker gear to look strong, brother. But the tiny little shoulders on the trolls, no way, man. That's not going to do justice to Dragon Stalker. We should drink. We're like leveling really slow here because we have no mana. Nothing. Bitches. Drink. Okay, I'm having an appetizer while I drink. I have time. Off screen. That's good. It's really good. Fine food. I'm eating Panda Express, as I said. It's a horrible Chinese restaurant chain in the U.S. The food is addictive. It really is. It's everything about Chinese food you ever wanted. Oh, summoning my succubus. Haven't had her in a while. Come on, man. I am going to level before I get this Yeti horn. Wait, maybe I have both Yeti horns. Oh gosh, wouldn't that be terrible? Shit, I have both Yeti horns. I have all this time. All right, well, we're going to go turn in our quest. And no, you know what? We're not. Having Mutalia lead the way is fine. All we have to do is finish our fur. Oh, our fur's finished. Shit. What am I doing here? Why am I even here, brah? What does life mean? We should already be 60 right now. I'm not paying attention. Eat in game, eat in real life. Yes. I love you guys. All right, this could be it, people. We will need more champagne. This is ding number 2. Out of my way. Out of my way, scrubs. I'm on my way to ding number 2, scrub. See if we can kill some PvP on the way. Kill some alliance. So Horde or alliance? I mean, I've never played alliance to an extended what am I trying to say? I've never really played alliance seriously. It's always been, you know, kind of gay for a day type thing. Experimentation. I was experimenting with alternative lifestyles. And so I really don't know what life as alliance is really like long term. Like raiding and stuff like that. I don't think I would get into it. I really don't. I think it would be too odd for me because it's all pretty alien. And although I have high-level alliance characters at every phase of the game, they were all just utility to go do a certain thing. Like my alliance hunter was just to kill Horde. I would go exploit in Orgrimmar, get on top of Orgrimmar, get under Orgrimmar, and just kill Horde with my pet. I mean, I wasn't really doing the alliance experience. I was just using an alliance character to get free kills, and hilarious kills at that. So, yeah, I've never really integrated into the whole alliance idea. And I certainly don't know paladins, and that's why paladins are the least supported class of 5-minute multiboxing. That's level. That's level. That's level. You guys did not level. Shit, the mages got hardly anything from that. My gosh. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, you gonna die, sucker. You dying, Sigmaster. Yeah. Of course, we're all gonna die now. That's all right. We have armor to give. No, I don't want that. Can we get away? Can we escape? I think we can escape. 2 of us are going to get away scot-free. Scot-free. Well, a new multi-boxing advantage. Shaman doesn't attack, simply reses everybody. Don't really need to res here, though. Graveyard is too close. Not going to waste time resing. $62 honor points. Only 20 honor points for him. What the hell? Why did some people get more honor points than others? Strange. Unfortunately, when the guards kill you, you do get armor damage, so it's not really a thing you want to make a habit of, killing people in town, but I mean, who cares? Have fun. I don't care. I do what I want. Okay, we're going to switch to the JJ as the front runner, and we're going to leave party on Mutalia. Leave party. Mutalia's going to go over to the other group. And the warlocks. Now, do I have my Yeti horns? Okay, so I have my Yeti horn quest. We need to really buff up a little bit. It's good to piss everybody off a little bit while we're doing this. Get some anger going, get some hate going in the community. So it makes it a little more interesting while we're trying to level. Now, I do think, get this, I do think that the Yeti horns are shared. Unlike the fur, which is not shared, I think Yeti horns are shared. I could be totally full of crap on that, by the way. Always, always, always consider the fact that you may be getting fake news from me. Yeah, the mage and the warlock have not dinged yet, guys. So we're just going to... Oh, that's a Yeti horn. Battlefield got it. Okay, we did not get to share it. See, fake news. This is CNN. Ignite going, ignite going. I don't really do much with the ignite rotation. Especially since, let's face it, I have out of mana most of the time. No! 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 Okay, I got him. Oh, I lost both of them. Oh, crap. Don't do the alt thing. My guys charged in and took both those guys away from me. No experience is going to be made, or Yeti horns will be made in the... Oh, gosh. I'm drinking. I really like chili sauce. Everything spicy. Spicy. Spice. People say variety is the spice of life, but I say spice is the spice of life. So I'm nuts for spice. I eat the hottest hot sauces you can imagine, including the bomb. If you've never watched the hot ones on YouTube, you are missing out on some fun. Okay, get back to that. Check out the hot ones on YouTube. Not sure how legit that show is at all times. I mean, I think some of the real big names that get on there, maybe they don't actually eat the hot sauce. Maybe they get some sort of theatrical sauce and they just act like it's hot. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like the reactions are pretty genuine. Don't use alt. Oh my gosh. Okay, this guy's gonna hate on me because I'm gonna be taking all this shit. He shouldn't be in the cave anyway. I mean, what are you doing being solo in the cave? That's hard duty, bruh. Give me a horn. Like I said, I think the horns are actually dropped by patriarchs and matriarchs only. Okay. So we got to go get the patriarchs and matriarchs only. Screw those guys. That's a matriarch right there. I'll let the hunter trailing in behind us have that one. No horn. Oh, he didn't come get it. What a loser. And I didn't get it. Oh, man. What? I'm going to go stab things. That's a Yeti. Yeah, buddy. I stabbed you. I'm a stabber. I'm not even looting those guys. No one got a horn off that one. Matrix. No horn. Patriarch. Fight the patriarchy, brah! Oh, shite. You know what? I'm just going to group up because getting this quest done will get me to 60. So we're going to do this a little differently. We're just going to group up. We all in? We're all in. No more of that. Nothing. That's 4 matriarch patriarchs and not one of them dropped the sheet. So, back to the theme. Is Classic WoW a good game? No. Classic WoW is not a good game. Classic WoW is it's a throwback. It's a throwback to another time. There's not a hint of balance in it. There are not good mechanisms to continue the game at level 60 as a fun gaming platform. It is basically get better gear or PvP. Those are your two choices. Get better gear or PvP. And I'm forgetting the most important part, of course, of these games is social interaction. Join a raid where you can interact with a bunch of like-minded people, have fun, and focus on a shared experience. Focus on shared experience. Do something amazing, like, kill KT, and you will have a great time. But as far as comparing it to the gaming platforms of today, even compared to its retail version of itself, it's not super great, if I'm honest. It's not super great. But for me, this is going to sound really weird. I love it because it's not super great. I love it because it's broken. I always love broken games more than perfect games. because I want to find the breakage and exploit it and have fun with it. And that is why I love a game that's not perfect. And that is why even retail WoW continues to be a fun waste of time, because they can never get that shit perfect. That is broke every patch. They do something wrong every patch. So it's like a challenge to find, okay, what's the broken thing this patch? And go exploit it. That's good fun. That's a type of a game. The problem with classic WoW is it's unchanging. It's immutable. They're not going to do anything except fix actual software bugs. If there's an exploit like the broken slam rotation for warriors, and they say that's working as intended, well, that's the new normal. And you will have an advantage over people who don't know about it. And that's all right. Is Spirited still on this quest? Wow. Spirited got to 60 without finishing this quest. Still enjoyable, but it's missing something. It's missing, I know what it's missing, actually. I will tell you what it's missing. It's missing the unknown. We all know how everything works in this game. There is no bit of unknown left. The flavor of trying to learn the game and have it all be unknown, doing everything for the first time is missing. The first time is missing. And when you saw them down Ragnaros in the first week, you knew that something was missing, and that something was mystery. There is no mystery in this game to us. There is no mystery to anybody. All the mysteries have been solved. There are some curiosities that we're discovering based on the way they implemented the game, and those have been fun, but there is no mystery anymore in vanilla WoW in classic WoW to those who have been playing vanilla all these years. That is not to say that there aren't people experiencing this for the first time and thinking either, wow, this is the most amazing thing, I can't believe I missed out on this, or this game doesn't work at all. Why would anybody play this? I mean, you're going to get a little bit of both of those reactions, and not a lot in the middle, I imagine. Not a lot in the middle of that. You're going to basically get those two reactions. I don't know why Spirit is still going for the Yeti fur, but why not? How are we doing on bars here? We got 1 bar left on the Mage Warlock. We need Patriarchs and Matriarchs. Oh, there's a blue belly Patriarch. Give me a horn. I'm horny. Yeti. Did we get a single horn off of all of those? I think we got no horns. Nope, we did get 1 horn. That's right. Before we went in the cave. We got a horn before we went in the cave. That's a Yeti. I mean, I guess I can kill Yetis and grind it out, whatever. Maybe they'll be replaced with a Patriarch in their spots, and I'll just keep checking back. But I ain't looting nothing, man. I'm just grinding. I've got to the point where I'm just like, I don't care. I just want to grind it out. I don't know. This sucks. This is terrible. All 60s, please. All 60s, please. Give me some beer. All right. Next question. What are the funnest things that you remember from your grind to level 60? What are the highlights of your grind to level 60? All right. That's actually a good question because I made it up. The highlights of my run to level 60 center around two areas. Obviously PvP and PvE. My PvP highlight just happened recently. It was the running battle in Northern Fellwood of me versus a party, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty epic, and I feel like I did everything right. I did as well as I could controlling my team, and I got a lot of kills out of that. But really, what replaces the first time you kill a level 60 at level 45? Because you have 5 level 45s. And I still remember the first time I did it. It was in Arathi Highlands, and it was a rogue. And of course he had fairy fire on him, so he couldn't vanish, and he went down to my team's relentless attacks, and I loved it. One of my absolute favorite kills as I was leveling to 60. I'm sorry I don't have any of this on camera because I've been bad with that. That is turning on my camera. I'm not even looting these patriarchs. Come on, people. These are patriarchs. You need to be looting this shit. Oh, got a Yeti horn. Battlefield is done. It happened, and some of you know the story because I told it, but I was standing in Camp Mohachi in Fairless with my level 48s, right? And you know how it happens that sometimes Alliance will ride through Camp Mohachi because they have low-level guards, all right? They don't have guards that'll one-shot you. You can actually ride through Camp Mohachi as an Alliance and make it through, especially if you're like a prot warrior who has full defense. And so this level 60 prot warrior is riding through Camp Mohachi, and I had just landed. I'm like, nope, that's not going to happen. And so my team charged him and tried to knock him off his horse. Dude, we were not able to knock him off his horse for like 15 meters at least. And we were doing everything we could. And he finally falls off his horse. Of course, the guards are on him too. The guards are doing jack shit to him. And he falls off his horse, and he immediately pops Intimidating Shout. And my party just goes, woo! My party runs so fast and so far. And this is the problem, by the way. If you guys multiboxing, ready for PvP, you think you're going to own the world. Dude, wait till the first time somebody pops fear on you and your guy sprints 50 yards away in a straight line. Yeah, that is going to happen. And it does happen. So, look out for that. Good fun. Anyway, so my guy sprinted away 50 yards away in a straight line. But guess who didn't? My warrior, because I had Berserker Rage in her rotation. So she was already fear cured. And so here I am with 48 warrior, following this level 60 prot warrior out of Camp Mohachi with a couple of guards on him, and me trying to do my best. And the guards fell off. And so it was just me and Mr. Level 60 Prot Warrior. And I did all my warrior shit. That is to say, I pressed the 2 button. And he swigged a potion. I swigged a potion. And I was circling the drain. He was getting really low. And we were now down to executes. Except he's prot. And he probably doesn't have execute set up very well. He was in prot mode the whole time. He was not stancing. But I had executes. My execute landed with just a few pixels left in my health bar. And he died and instantly released. And I got 253 honors for that. And it was such a sweet victory. And that is why we play on PvP servers. Yep, the slam rotation, yeah. That slam rotation is something I'm going to be looking into very carefully and trying to model in my GSE. Because I've never used slam in my life, as I will tell people. Let's see, she needs 2 horns. This guy's complete. Let's try and get 2 more matriarchs. But there is some sort of bug, which is intended apparently by Blizzard with slam. And with other aspects of the warrior rotation and paladin, anybody who can proc extra attacks, you can benefit from this bug. And we're going to investigate that thoroughly over the next few weeks and really get our GSC macros sorted out. Oh, there's a guy back there. Matriarch! Give me a horn, Matriarch, give me a horn. Horn? No horn. No horn. Thank you, Kenneth Kierkegaard. Sorry you missed it. You can watch the video later and see the actual moment that we dinged. There is still a couple of dings to be had. So we're going till the end. We are going till we have 5 level 60s. No doubt. And you know what? Most of the damage is being done by Mutalia, a warrior. Get over here, Patriarch. Ooh, I did not actually check everybody to loot the horn on that. Let's loot the horn on that baby. No horn. This one might have a horn, though. No horn. Patriarch. Could have a horn. Could be 1 kill from victory after this. This is not good TV. It's kind of grindy TV, huh? Which is appropriate because this whole game is absurdly grindy. Now, if you haven't played Retail WoW in a while, Retail WoW is not grinding like this at all anymore. I mean, the grind in Retail WoW is daily quests. But the daily quests are short. You just have to do them every day. So it's not nearly as grindy. There's not nearly as many mobs inside of dungeons between bosses or raids, for that matter. So if you're looking for a different kind of MMO experience with much better graphics... by the way, yesterday I got a NVIDIA 2080 Ti. Whoa, what? Furious Wives? Man, you must be doing really well. I got it for $200. It's never been used, never been opened, and from a company that was going under. So I will be plugging in my NVIDIA 2080 Ti. Does that have RTX? I don't think that has RTX mode. Not that I care about RTX mode that much, but yeah, I will be Plugging that baby in and maybe running a little Battlefield 1. Maybe running a little... I don't know. What's good? What's good on a PC? I don't normally do PC shooters, by the way. But maybe I'll try a little Battlefield 1. Give me a horn. Oh my gosh, I'm at a level before I get this quest done. That's not fair. Imagine if they launch Classic with the old client. Dude, I would be 40 boxing. I wouldn't even think about it. I would be 40 boxing. If they had launched it with the old client, I would 100% 40 box because I already have my system. I already have my vanilla system in place. I have all the bosses in place. I have experience with everybody. So, yes, I would have paid the price. At least 40 bucks for 6 months. Yes, I know it would cost over $1,000. I don't care. I do what I want. Helping that guy out. He's going deeper. Give me some horns. That's weird. He was tapped, and by the time he died, he was given to me. That's wild. So with your team at 60, which did you find most effective to reach it, questing or dungeon? Yeah, we already answered that in the broadcast, but I don't mind talking about it again. And for me, questing was good at the very beginning and the very end. And dungeons were better for the middle. Weird, huh? But I felt like in the middle, I wasn't getting enough experience for the quests, for the amount of time I was spending on them. And so I kind of abandoned questing in the middle. Matriarch. Can we get one more freaking... All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go turn in the quest, level the one guy, make him his own party, kill a couple of mobs, done. Because these matriarch freaking horns aren't dropping. So far at level 32, with how many tunes are you at level 32? I asked not because it matters in the answer to the question, but I asked because I'm curious. How many tunes you got going, brother? And who are you on my Discord? Kenneth Kierkegaard. I don't know who you are on the Discord. Oh, no, I had already mentioned it earlier in this broadcast. In this particular broadcast. Will Mutalia go for the R13? Don't you mean R14? R14 grind again? No, of course not. That was a near divorce instigating experience. It will not happen again. So, no. Still picking up Yeti fur. That's hilarious. No, I like my marriage. Thank you. Coming up on 35 years married. Ooh, I love not seeing experience bars, man. That is super nice. Why does Mutalia still have an experience bar? Oh my gosh, I just had a terrifying moment. I was just like, wait a minute, did she just hit level 59? Nope, she's a 60, but for some reason she's bugged out and her experience bar is showing. That's hilarious. Oh, that was... Did you see the terror in my face? Did you see it? Did you see it? That's a ding! All right, the JJ still has a few pixels to go, so we're going to switch to her, make her leave party. And we are going to go kill some more shit. Let's go down here and kill the ghosts, which I don't have the quest line for. I don't know why. I don't think it's rep. Is it rep? It says XP, 0 of 217400. It's just bugged. It's just bugged, man, and it terrified me just now. We're going to go kill the ghosts. They actually drop good stuff. I've given up on my Yeti horns. $1,000-point fireball. That's not bad. Cast an armor, sucker. Why don't you cast an armor? Why don't you loot the body? You said they drop good stuff and then you walk away from the body. Oh yeah, the bar's going. $859-point fire blast. Damn, maybe I'll stay fire. That is some nice shit. Damn. 859-point fire blast? And I have not yet begun to fight. I'm level 59, for heaven's sake. Seems high. Ooh, that was 248 experience points. Those are big numbers. Those are big numbers, man. 206. Shit, the Warlock's pet. Tap that one. And that guy looked like he was going to be good. Hold on, let me refresh my mana so I can fire blast things better. Yeah, baby. 218, not great. Who knew my mage would be the last one to level? Well, mage is pretty soft. She dies a lot in battles and fights. And that actually, the person who levels the fastest is the one who dies the least in fights. And it turned out to be my druid tank and my shaman. But for a long time, it wasn't. For a long time, the person who was leveling the fastest was my fury warrior, because she would never die. She was really outclassing the content. Was that a... Wait, that was a 1,000-point fireball? Was that a 1,000-point fireball? I don't know. .605 fire blast. Are you going to do all the Xiaomi team for PvP? Are you going to do the all Xiaomi team for PvP? I don't right now, and that's a good question. What's the future? What is the future for Fury Swipes in Classic? I don't see myself leveling a whole other team to 60 anytime soon. What I see myself doing is trying to get this team to defeat all 5-man all 5-man dungeon content. I want every dungeon under my belt, and also having some fun with exploiting terrain, getting up on top of Ironforge, maybe even lurking in Ironforge with my druid as a rogue, and hanging out in Ironforge. I mean, doing all the things I used to do. Shit, I didn't get that one. Doing all the things I used to do as a player, solo, which, really has to do with PvP. I really want a PvP hunter. What I'm hoping happens is that I meet somebody here on my Discord or in my stream, and we are able to trade accounts and 10 box or 20 box or more than that box by using each other's accounts. That would be ideal for me, is if we could kind of crowd share multiboxing instead of paying, absurd amounts of money to box 40, which always makes me feel a little stupid giving that much money to Blizzard. It's not that I don't have the money, it's just that it's the principle of the thing. I just don't want to give it to Blizzard. Getting stuff. Yes, the key is getting stuff. Probably doing better at Dire Maul. Maybe trying to aspire toward a 20-minute tribute run like Che has done on my Discord server. You can see it. If you join my Discord server, you can see the amazing speed runs being done by multiboxers who hang out on my server. They don't all use my multiboxing system, but they all have in the past, and they know what they're doing. And we are out. And we have no pixels showing. This is a no pixel showing situation. And I do not have a refresher of my champagne. So we're going to have to toast beer for this last ding. Ah, really? What happened there? Man, I'm just going to stab you in the face. There you go. Ding! That's 560s. Let me introduce you to Team... Let me do this right. Let me introduce you to Team Fury Swipes. And I will take a screenshot. Look at those beauties. Print screen. Let's put this up on the Discord. Oh my gosh, Amber, what are you doing shouting on the Discord that I got 60? Oh my goodness, that's funny. All right, man. That's 560s, guys, and finally, I really didn't think I was going to get this done before Christmas. If you had asked me in early November if I was going to be 60 this year, I would have said, and I did tell people, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. It just seemed to be going so slow that, and in the back of my mind, I was telling myself, I don't actually think I'm going to do it. I think I may quit. So there was a lot riding on this, and it's good I got it done in the first week of Christmas vacation. I'm really happy about that. So I can spend the rest of my vacation enjoying real life stuff. And what am I doing in the Badlands? So excited. I'm just like doing stupid stuff. Oh, what's my played? Okay. Yes, that's important. Played of Fury Swipes is 25 days, 5 hours. Which means, and this is not saying much, I did beat my original Vanilla WoW played. Woo. My shitty, I have no idea what I'm doing / played by 5 days. But to save face, I'll give you the / played of my best character. My Warlock got there in 18 days, 2 hours. 18 days, 2 hours. Let me put all these plaids up so I can take a screenshot of it. 25 days for the mage, 24 days for the shaman, and 24 days for the warrior Mutalia. When are we multiboxing raids? I would like to. But you guys got to get on my server first. I'm willing to transfer servers. If we can come to an agreement, I will pay the money and transfer my guys. Multiple times if necessary. I mean, I got money. The problem is I just don't have time or the desire to do things on a schedule that much. Most of you know that about me. I don't like schedules. I don't stream on a schedule, even though I should. And going to, oh, look at this guy. So I'm going to do the whole walking thing. Show off a little bit. In Orgrimmar, this is what we do. And we are ready for the next big thing. That is 300 levels of classic WoW accomplished by one guy in 4 months. How many months was it, by the way? What are we saying? Now you can finally play the game. I quit. Cancel all subscriptions. I don't want to play this game anymore. But yes, that's kind of the way I feel. I feel like now I can finally start playing. Now I can actually focus on my rotations. Now I can really focus on I can focus on doing the things that I should have been doing all along in 25 days played. And I was just like really just focused on leveling though. I really just didn't care. I Wanted to level. Wanted to level. Let's chain heal. That was a bad chain heal. Fury swipes. Chain heal, fury swipes. That was a terrible chain heal. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing my joy, hitting 60. And thanks for sticking it out with me, man. Just amazing. I don't know what the future brings. I hope it brings a lot of hilarious videos, PvPing, and I don't as much care about the PvE stuff. There's better guys on my server who will show you incredible tricks with PvE, and I'm basically going to copy them. So join my Discord, try 5-minute multiboxing, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is not the end for me. This is just the beginning, and 2020 is going to be a WoW classic year. Just not quite so much grinding. Later, guys.